Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm part of the First Presbyterian Church family. Welcome to our Spark Sunday School story time. Today, I am going to read the story of God Calls Samuel. It starts on page 127 of your Spark Story Bible. You can follow along if you want. God Calls Samuel. Samuel was a 12-year-old boy who lived in the temple with a priest named Eli and learned about God. Eli took care of Samuel, and Samuel helped take care of Eli because Eli was almost blind. One night, something special happened. As Samuel slept in the temple, he heard a voice call out, "Samuel." Samuel thought it was Eli calling, so he jumped up from his bed. "Here I am," Samuel answered as he ran to Eli. "I'm here because you called me." But Eli shook his head. "I didn't call you. Go back to your bed." Samuel did as he was told and fell asleep quickly. A little while later, the voice called again, "Samuel." This time Samuel was more tired and crawled out of his bed more slowly. In Eli's room, Samuel rubbed his eyes, scratched his tummy, and said with a yawn, "I'm here because you called me." Eli was getting tired of Samuel coming into his room and said more firmly, "I didn't call you. Now please go back to bed." When this happened a third time, Eli thought to himself, "Aha! It must be God who is calling Samuel." Eli told Samuel, who was now very confused and sleepy, "If you are called again, just say, 'God, I hear you, and I will do whatever you want.'" When the voice called again, Samuel did as Eli told him. It was God, and God had many things to say to Samuel. Even though he was only 12, Samuel wanted to serve God. With God's help, Samuel grew up to share many messages from God. People all over Israel knew Samuel as God's trusted prophet. Every week in our story time, we end with 3 kinds of questions for you. You can talk to your family about your ideas to answer the questions. Here, what do you think God's voice sounds like? C, who do you see that helps you learn about God? Act out the story at home, taking turns playing parts of Eli, Samuel, and the voice of God. Thanks for listening to our story. See you next week.